Ready? Okay. So my topic is the impact financial aid has on college students. So when it comes to paying for college, financial aid can make a huge difference on whether a student can afford to attend a certain university or college. As we know in the US, the amount of aid a student receives through FAFSA is greatly impacted by their parents' income. This seems fair because we would assume that if you have wealthier parents, they would invest more in your tuition. Well, what if students' parents make a lot of money, but their kids are paying for their own college? We shouldn't assume that just because someone's parents make a lot of money that they're going to pay for their kids' college. Many students are forced to take out loans for college, work multiple jobs, or choose a less expensive college that may not align with their goals. So everyone can say their opinion, no one really cares. So make sure everyone talks too and participates. So we all know that FAFSA mainly looks at our parents' income, but is that really the best way to measure who needs help? Should the amount of money you receive from FAFSA depend on how much your parents' income is and why?
I don't think so, because at home it's literally just me and my mom, but my mom makes too much money to get anything from FAFSA for me, but it's crazy because she's the only one paying every single bill, so it's we really don't have as much as they think.
Yeah. It's all game.
Yeah.
And you never know, your parents could be the richest, but they're not, some may not be willing to help, you know? They're you can get a job and pay for it yourself. So,
Well, can't you file as an independent if that's the case?
I'm not too sure.
Yes, but you have to, you actually have to be supporting yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But,
That's hard.
yeah. And say, I know, my best friend, she got no money from FAFSA because her dad, owns a business, makes a lot of money. Her parents won't help her with college at all.
Mm-hmm.
So, everything's on her own. She didn't even end up doing anything with FAFSA because she knew she wouldn't get anything from it. And, I think that's a load of crap,
crazy,
quite
yeah.
honestly.
That's crazy. I got nothing from FAFSA, but I got the bare minimum. So you still get something even if you're not getting anything. So she probably should have just applied.
No, that's what I told her, but
It's crazy. Do you have any thoughts or?
In my high school, it was required that we filled out our FAFSA.
Yeah, that's how it was.
I don't understand why, if people aren't gonna go to college, so why would you even try it? Well, especially since a lot of students at my high school, they weren't the richest. I went to Maryville High School, and it's a lot of kids struggled, even to pay for lunch, cause school lunch wasn't free, and if it was free for you, it's cause I think a lot of kids lied about how much money their parents were making too.
Yeah.
So, my dad has 2 jobs, so it's oh, well, he's making a lot of money because he works 2 jobs. That's not fair.
Mm-hmm. So whenever you filed, did you have to say you worked 2 jobs and it was
And they were oh, well, you and your mom works a job, your dad works 2 jobs. Oh, you got enough money.
Yeah. So that's not fair. Okay. A group of people say that you get stuck in the middle of the system because of middle class students. Do you think middle class kids get overlooked by FAFSA and why?
I mean, I would consider myself a middle class kid, but again, I also cheated the system because my parents are divorced, so I didn't put my dad's income on it because I know I would have got 0 if I put my dad's income, so I only put my mom's because she's a school secretary, doesn't make much. And my dad doesn't help me, technically he's still paying child support, but that's only because it's required by state, you know, so.
I'd say I also would consider my family relatively middle class, but also there's 8 of us. So on paper, I was really fortunate and did get a lot from FAFSA because despite both my parents working, 6 kids is a lot. Those children eat so much. It's not even funny.
Yeah. If financial aid was no longer determined by parents' income, what do you think it should be determined by to make it fair?
How long you're going to school, because I know some people have to go to school longer depending on their degree, so the length. maybe the school you're going to.
I feel like that wouldn't be fair because like you could say like I'm gonna go to be a doctor and get like a lot of money for that and then switch your major or like switch what you want to do.
Yeah.
I feel like it should at least partially be based on like what school you're going to. Because
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
some
Think about that.
yeah,
Crazy.
like here it's what, like 68,000 a year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a regular like public school's 15.
And then they're just gonna be like, we'll go to a different school. They're gonna be like, we'll go to Ivy Tech, it's right down the street, you know?
I'd rather not.
I'm a person who believes in college should be free, period, but
Yeah,
that's a whole
me too.
different topic,
I
whole
second
different
that.
discussion.
I feel like you should look at like not income, but how much your parents are spending. Because if you come from a family of 8, like obviously your income's gonna be a lot more, but you're spending more than other families are.
Yeah.
So you would have to look at like I want to say current bank statements. I feel like that'd be
No, but I like that. Like I feel like
Yeah.
that's
Like
valid.
get current banks. Like if you're under 1,000, like obviously the family's struggling. Obviously you're not making it.
Yeah.
But like the reasoning is because I have 8 kids and that's what I
I
have to
also
do.
know that I don't know if about FAFSA, but I know like for like food stamps and stuff, they look at how much you make before taxes. So like they look at, so, yeah, so like they're like, oh, you got paid $1,000, but really I only made $750 because of taxes. So I don't know how that is with FAFSA, but I know with other government aids is like that.
That and like this year's FAFSA is based on like our 2023 taxes. Like
Yeah.
that makes no sense to me.
My cousin went to U of I, and like something like his dad's work, like based on whatever grades he was getting each year, like his work would pay a certain amount of his college for the grades that like he was getting. So like
Yeah.
he got all A's 1 year, and I'm pretty sure he paid like 1,000 out of pocket because like, my
That's
uncle's work
crazy.
just paid for everything. So
Wow.
like maybe
If only
grades.
every work would do that.
Yeah.
Okay. One idea people bring up is that we're all legally adults. Maybe the system shouldn't even look at our parents at all. Should financial aid be determined by our own earnings instead of our family's income?
I feel like
We don't get a
Depends.
lot of money from it.
I feel like you should see if their parents are gonna help them or not,
Mhm.
pay for it. If they're not gonna help, then you should go off your own income. If your parents are willing to like lend a hand, maybe then
Yeah.
I could see doing both possibly.
Yeah. I like that.
I don't know. Like in the internship that I had, I got paid $7.25 an hour.
Mhm.
Like I got
That's
I got no money. It is quite literally the bare minimum.
Mhm.
So like if FAFSA wants to base it off of that, I wouldn't be upset because then I would get a lot.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I had friends who worked and made almost like 20 an hour. Like how is that? Like I don't think that that's fair that they should be punished just because they happen to work somewhere that pays more.
Yeah. Where was your internship? Wait, sorry.
I was in a 3rd grade classroom.
Aw.
Which is like I can't complain. I loved it.
Yeah.
But
I feel like if we were to go based off like how much money we're making, I feel like it'd be unfair because my brother he purposely doesn't work because he knows our parents are gonna pay for him,
Mhm.
but I have to work because my parents are paying for him, so I have to pay for myself. So it's like he would get more money because like, he's not working, so I'm doing anything.
Yeah.
But I have to work a full-time job to keep up with school,
Hmm.
and I would get less money if we're going with
That's not
hypothetical.
fair.
Yeah, that's
At all. Any more thoughts on that?
Just make college free, period.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. Okay, the last question I have for you guys is, do you think the real issue is FAFSA itself or the US should reconsider the entire system of funding higher education, such as reducing tuition or getting college for free?
I think the U.S.
I
is just
think-
bad at education.
Yeah, in general.
Yeah, they stopped funding for like daycare too. Like parents now have to pay. So like a bunch of kids withdrew because their parents can't pay $250 a week for daycare, when before the government was paying for it and now it's not. So
That's crazy.
I believe it just needs to be redone. Period.
Yeah.
Let the college students redo it. Like we're the ones going through it.
Yeah. Like if you need a degree for some things, so.
And like we literally can't be teachers without a bachelor's degree.
Yeah.
So I'm not
That's
sure why we're having to pay so much for it.
Mhm.
But
It's gonna take forever to pay it off. Okay, any more thoughts on that or? No? Okay. So thanks for sharing your guys' perspectives. Obviously FAFSA has strengths and weaknesses. but it leaves a lot for students to feel. It can leave people feeling unsupported or overlooked. And yeah, that's basically all I have.